Now we move to the last presentation for this slot, which is from Mr. Peter Diessenbacher, who is also CEO of WeGrow company.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank the organizers for inviting me to speak today. It's a great honor to be part of this conference. Today is special for me on a personal level. 27 years ago, I visited Mauritania for the very first time. I traveled through Nouakchott and experienced this fascinating country with my own eyes. At that time, I could never have imagined that I would one day return to discuss how modern forestry could contribute to restoring landscapes in arid regions. During these 27 years, many things have changed. Climate change has become one of the defining global challenges of our time. Water has become an increasingly valuable resource. At the same time, science and technology have advanced enormously. And that brings me to the title of my presentation, Where Technology Meets Nature. At WeGrow, we believe that nature has already developed one of the most powerful technologies for capturing carbon, restoring soils, and creating sustainable value: the tree. Our task is not to replace nature. Our task is to understand it, improve it responsibly through science and genetics, and make it a scalable, modern technology. Today, I would like to share with you how we are doing exactly that through our Paulownia platform. Before talking about Paulownia, I would first like to take one step back. Why are trees so important? Because trees are much more than timber producers. They're one of nature's most efficient technologies. Trees remove carbon from the atmosphere, they improve the soil quality, they regulate water cycles, and they create habitats for biodiversity. They provide renewable raw materials, and perhaps most importantly, they create long-term economic opportunities for the local communities. This is why I believe that trees should no longer be seen simply as a part of forestry. They are becoming part of our future infrastructure, especially in regions facing climate change and increasing water scarcity. This is exactly why climate forestry can play such an important role in initiatives like SAREP. Of course, not every tree is equally suited to these challenges. The question is, how can we identify, improve, and manage tree species that are capable of delivering these benefits on a commercial scale? This is exactly where our work begins. This brings me to WeGrow. When people first hear about our company, they often think we're simply producing young trees. But in reality, that is only a very small part of what we do. Over the last 15 years, we have developed an integrated platform for commercial climate forestry. Everything starts with genetics. Selecting and developing the right planting material is a foundation for every successful plantation. From there, we use modern micropropagation technologies to produce genetically identical, high-quality plants at commercial scale. But producing plants is not enough. We support plantation design, selecting the right size, optimize the spacing, irrigation concept, and the management strategies. Once plantations are established, we continuously monitor the development using field inventories and digital data. And this enables us to improve the growth performance, to predict the timber yield, and quantify carbon sequestration over the entire lifetime of a plantation. Ultimately, our objective is not simply to grow trees. Our objective is to build reliable, scalable, and economically sustainable climate forestry project. One of the most important questions we are often asked: why Paulownia? There are thousands of tree species around the world. Why have we invested so much time and effort into this particular genus? The answer is actually quite simple. We did not choose Paulownia because it grows faster than all other trees, which is reality. We chose it because it combines several characteristics that are rarely found together in a single tree species. It produces high value wood within a relatively short rotation period. After harvesting, the trees regenerate naturally from the existing root system, reducing establishment costs and preserving soil structure in the second and following cycles. During this juvenile growth phase, it accumulates biomass and captures carbon at remarkable rates. Even under the cold climate of Germany, we have observed growth of 6 meters and more within a 1-year growth period. On this photo, you see me in front of Paulownia trees that we harvested just 6 months before. The trees resprouted in average 7.5 meters just in a period of 6 months' time. Through years of breeding and selection, we have developed hybrid genetics specially optimized for commercial forestry applications. But perhaps the most important point is this: Paulownia is not the solution by itself. Its true potential is only unlocked when high-quality genetics are combined with modern propagation, sound plantation design, and long-term professional management. This is exactly what we call the WeGrow platform. This brings me to my final thought. If climate forestry is to contribute meaningfully to restoring degraded landscapes around the world, success will depend on strong international partnerships. And this is precisely why conferences like SAREP are so important. Ladies and gentlemen, 27 years ago, I came to Mauritania as a visitor. Today, I return with something much more valuable than memories. I return with experience. I return with technology. And I return with the conviction that large-scale ecosystem restoration is no longer just an ambition vision. It is becoming an achievable reality. But not a single company, no single institution, and no single country can accomplish this alone. Projects like SAREP demonstrate what is possible when science, technology, government, and industry work towards a common goal. At WeGrow, we are proud to contribute our experience in genetics, propagation, and climate forestry to this shared mission. We do not see ourselves simply as a supplier of trees. We see ourselves as a long-term technology partner for large-scale ecosystem restoration. Because we believe that the greatest innovation of the future will not replace nature. They will work together with it. That is where technology meets nature. Thank you very much.